76, our future.
It's that time of year again, guys. E3 is just a couple weeks away, and all the big developers and publishers have already started teasing their upcoming announcements, their upcoming reveals, with teasers for their what could eventually be even more teasers. It's teaser madness, and today we finally got to see what Bethesda's been up to as their live stream that lasted nearly a day came to an end. Todd Howard walked on out onto the screen, and they revealed a teaser trailer for a brand new Fallout experience called Fallout 76. Now, this trailer is probably one of the most mysterious Fallout trailers to date because it doesn't actually show us the wasteland. It indicates an experience that possibly takes place entirely inside of a vault rather than outside of a vault, or even a combination of the two. There's also a lot of things that have been announced from reputable sources out on the interweb, like Jason Schreier of Kotaku, that have made things even more complicated. The idea that the game has some sort of an online element to it, not saying it's an MMO, but it has some sort of an online element to it. Is that shared world, persistent world, co-op? We don't really know. The other side of it being this, and this is something that has been echoed by multiple people, not just Schreier. Do not go into Fallout 76 expecting it to be a traditional single-player RPG. Honestly, I would have been a bit surprised if that was the case, especially when I found out it was in-house Bethesda working on it. Had this been a third-party studio, it would have made a little bit more sense for it to be, something like Obsidian did with Fallout New Vegas. But in this case, I can see Bethesda in-house maybe looking at some of their more recent successes within Fallout 4, and also the things that they did with their Fallout mobile experience, and asking themselves how they could do something new and different. When I look at 76, when I look at its teaser trailer, I see a game that could be inspired by the settlement building of Fallout 4 and by the base management, the vault management of the Fallout mobile experience. Let us take a look at that teaser trailer, though. There's actually some hardcore numbers we can pull out of that teaser trailer that I do find kind of interesting. First and foremost, what is Vault 76? Well, Vault 76 is one of few control vaults in the Fallout universe, meaning that Vault-Tec didn't run horrible or strange experiments behind the vault door. If you've never seen the list of confirmed vaults and their experiments, you should totally check it out because there's some really bizarre and strange stuff in there. And of course, we've had a chance to experience some of those experiments in our time playing the Fallout games. So Control Vault, 500 occupants, and it was set to open 20 years after a nuclear war. At the start of this trailer, we see what could be a confirmed in-game date of October 27th, 2102. Now, the bombs dropped in the Fallout universe October 23rd, 2077. That means that this is actually 25 years after the bomb dropped, not just 20 years. So that leads me to believe that this individual has stayed inside of Vault 76 5 years after reclamation should have occurred for one reason or another. It also points to the fact that Fallout 76 is the earliest we'll ever experience the Fallout timeline. The original Fallout, Fallout 1, took place in 2161. That definitely opens up the potential for a more interesting and perhaps more harsh wasteland experience, if we do at all experience the wasteland, whether it's in a minimal or a larger amount. So, what the hell's going on with this game? What could it possibly be? I mean, the trailer showcases something that comes across as still full 3D, really expansive, potentially still played in first person. But what is the gameplay loop going to be like? If we've got some online components, is it co-op? Is it shared world? Here's what I think. This is my sort of speculation on what Fallout 76 could be. It is a game that is definitely going to look at the success of settlement building in Fallout 4 and also the sort of management elements, resource management, survival elements of the Fallout mobile game, and then blend them into a full-blown first-person, expansive Fallout experience. The idea that maybe 20 years, right? Reclamation came inside of Vault 76. Your character, who seems to still be in this trailer, very at home, sort of going about his daily routine. His alarm is set. We see some rewards inside of his room, showcasing that he was potentially an outstanding member of this Vault society. He decides when that Vault door opens after 20 years, like, oh, hell no. Look at that out there. Why would you guys want to go out there? It looks terrible. And if you look at some of the Fallout lore, there were already some really terrible experiments happening outside in the wasteland, being done by individuals who were still alive, who existed in the wasteland, or who had even left vaults, so I doubt it was a really nice place. So maybe this individual says, if you want to stay with me inside Vault 76, we're going to stay here, we're going to continue to make this our home, we'll grow it, we'll make it bigger, we'll build defenses, and maybe that's the route that this game is going to go. Maybe you get together with a group of friends and you do strike out into the wasteland on occasion to gather resources, bring them back into your vault like you did in the Fallout mobile experience, and expand and grow your vault, make it a bigger and better place to be. Maybe there's even interactions with outside characters, you trade with them. I'm really curious to see the ratio of like how much time we spend in the vault to how much time we'll spend outside of the vault. This is the first time again that we've ever seen a trailer of any sort for a Fallout game that didn't show off the wasteland. The only indication that we get of the wasteland is John Denver, maybe trying to tell us it's going to be in West Virginia. It's such a strange thing, but that's actually why I'm really excited about it. I know a lot of people are already super disappointed, like, oh, it's not a single player Fallout RPG. But, you know, we've had a lot of those at this point. And honestly, I wasn't super impressed with Fallout 4. I'd rather see Bethesda try and do something different, you know, and if that's to create a really expansive first-person experience with some multiplayer elements that, you know, has like strategy mixed in and survival elements mixed in and sort of all the best bits and pieces of Fallout since the original Fallout, then that's something I'd be really excited about. You know, we just haven't seen enough for me to be disappointed, and I'm already excited at the prospect of Bethesda doing something new and different with the franchise. You know, it's about time to change pace. It's not to say that they can't do a full-blown Fallout single-player RPG in the future, but if this is the precedent for something new and different, and not what I think some people are concerned it is, which is just some like really weird mobile port to console or to PC, but actually something new and fresh that really evolves the Fallout formula, then that could be really cool. You know, that's a risk I'd like to see Bethesda take, and that gets me really excited to see more Fallout 76 in the coming weeks as we move closer and closer to Bethesda's E3 conference. So let me know what you guys think. You know, again, we've got like that sort of date. We know when Vault 76 existed, but in general, Vault 76 is actually a fairly mysterious vault. It's only referenced 2 other times in the Fallout experience. The first is in the Mothership Zeta DLC in Fallout 3, where we find a recording by Giles Wollstonecroft, who talks about being abducted while inspecting the vault's construction site. And the second, more recent time is in Fallout 4, when the newsreader in the prologue mentions Vault 76 debuting in the year 2076 in honor of America's tricentennial. So it's something that's been referenced before. It's clear that Bethesda looked at it as a great connection point for the lore of the franchise. It's just a matter of what we'll do, where we'll go, the things we'll see. And in general, I think it's cool to see a vault, like we see in this teaser trailer, that's still so well put together. That seems to be really functioning. You know, the majority of the time we've spent in a vault is when it's on the brink of chaos and we're leaving. And even then, when you look at a lot of the vaults we've experienced, like in Fallout 3, for example, they're kind of, you know, run down and trodden. They're not looking that great. They've been lived in for a very long period of time. Vault 76 is something completely different. So this really has the chance to be a very fresh Fallout experience. And again, to take us in a new direction, to give us new gameplay mechanics, and hopefully we can actually share those mechanics with other people. I actually would like the idea of this being sort of an online experience of some sort, where I can share my Fallout experience for the first time with friends. That would be kind of new and fantastic. So let me know your thoughts. Share some of your speculation down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
You have been brought here for a purpose, the most important task of your lives.